Welcome to our exploration of the emotional journey in The Bold and the Beautiful, where we witness how tragedy can transform even the most bitter rivalries into unexpected alliances. In this compelling storyline, we see how Liam Spencer's devastating health diagnosis brings together two women who have spent years competing for his heart. Steffy Forrester makes the difficult decision to inform Hope Logan about Liam's dire medical condition. When Steffy approaches Hope with this news, Hope is completely blindsided. The revelation that Liam, a man who has always embodied vitality and strength, is now facing mortality leaves Hope utterly shocked. She struggles to process how someone who appeared so healthy could suddenly be confronting death. This moment marks a significant turning point in the complex relationship between these three characters. For years, viewers have witnessed the tumultuous love triangle involving Liam, Hope, and Steffy. Their history is marked by passionate romances, broken marriages, and bitter rivalries that have defined much of the show's dramatic tension. The scene shifts to the hospital where both women visit Liam. Despite their complicated history, they approach his bedside with genuine concern and compassion. In a touching display of solidarity, both Hope and Steffy assure Liam that they will do whatever he needs during this difficult time. Their promise to support him unconditionally demonstrates how crisis can transcend even the deepest conflicts. The hospital setting creates a stark backdrop for this emotional reunion. The sterile environment with its beeping monitors and clinical atmosphere contrasts sharply with the raw emotions displayed by all three characters. Liam appears visibly moved by their presence, perhaps never expecting to see these two women who have fought so bitterly over him standing together at his side. What makes the storyline particularly compelling is the evolution of the relationship between Steffy and Hope. For years, these two women have been fierce rivals, competing not just for Liam's affections but also in the fashion industry where their families' companies have been longtime competitors. Their animosity has been a cornerstone of the show's dramatic tension. However, Liam's diagnosis creates a fundamental shift in their dynamic. The gravity of his condition forces both women to re-evaluate their priorities and recognize the pettiness of their ongoing feud. While they don't immediately become best friends, there's a noticeable softening in their interactions, a willingness to set aside their differences in service of something more important. This transformation reflects a deeper truth about human relationships, that sometimes it takes facing mortality to recognize what truly matters. The storyline elegantly explores how crisis can strip away pretense and competition, revealing our shared humanity. Confronted with his limited time, Liam creates a bucket list, a catalog of experiences and wishes he hopes to fulfill before his death. This list becomes both a plot device and a metaphorical journey, allowing the character to reflect on his life while creating meaningful moments in the time he has left. The bucket list serves multiple narrative purposes. It provides structure to Liam's remaining storyline, creates opportunities for emotional encounters with various characters, and allows the show to explore philosophical questions about what constitutes a life well lived. Each item on the list represents something Liam values or regrets not having done. As Liam begins working through his list, viewers are taken on an emotional journey alongside him. Some items might be adventurous, perhaps visiting places he's always dreamed of seeing. Others are likely more personal and reflective, making amends with people he's wronged or revisiting meaningful locations from his past. Liam's quest to complete his bucket list becomes a journey of reconnection, bringing him into contact with figures from his past and taking him to unexpected places. This narrative device allows the show to revisit significant relationships and locations, creating a sense of nostalgia while moving the story forward. These encounters might include reconciliations with estranged family members like his father Bill Spencer Jr., reconnections with former friends, or even closure with past romantic partners beyond Hope and Steffy. Each meeting provides an opportunity for emotional catharsis and character development. The locations Liam visits could range from meaningful settings from earlier in the series to new places that represent unfulfilled dreams. Perhaps he returns to Aspen, where so many pivotal moments in his relationships occurred, or visits Italy, where his ill-fated wedding to Hope took place. These settings serve as emotional touchstones, evoking memories for both the character and longtime viewers. One of the most poignant aspects of this storyline is Liam's profound gratitude toward both Steffy and Hope. Despite the complicated and often painful history between them, both women choose to support him in his time of need. This selflessness deeply touches Liam, perhaps causing him to reflect on his own past actions and choices. Liam's appreciation highlights an important theme, that sometimes we don't fully value relationships until we're faced with losing them. Throughout the series, Liam has vacillated between these two women, often taking their love for granted. Now, confronted with his mortality, he sees their compassion with new clarity. This gratitude extends beyond just Steffy and Hope to encompass other friends and family members who rally around him. The storyline provides an opportunity to showcase the strength of community and the importance of human connection in the face of tragedy. As Liam contemplates what matters most to him in his final days, he expresses one heartfelt wish, that Steffy and Hope might find peace with each other. This desire represents Liam's growth and maturity as he looks beyond his own needs to consider the well-being of those he cares about. This wish is particularly meaningful given the years of conflict between these women. Liam recognizes that their rivalry has caused pain not just to them but to everyone in their orbit. His hope for reconciliation suggests that he takes some responsibility for the tension between them and wishes to leave behind a more harmonious world. The request places Steffy and Hope in a position to reflect on their own behavior and motivations. It challenges them to consider whether their animosity has been worth the emotional toll it has taken on everyone involved. In a surprising and touching development, both Steffy and Hope agree to honor Liam's wish. They make a commitment to move forward as friends rather than enemies, putting aside years of competition and resentment. This agreement represents a significant character evolution for both women. This newfound friendship doesn't erase their complicated history, but it does suggest the possibility of growth and change. Their willingness to set aside their differences demonstrates emotional maturity and respect for Liam's wishes. It also opens up interesting narrative possibilities for future storylines. The reconciliation between Steffy and Hope serves as a powerful reminder that it's never too late to choose peace over conflict. Their agreement to end their feud provides a hopeful counterpoint to the tragedy of Liam's condition, suggesting that even in the darkest circumstances, positive change is possible. Liam's condition and the subsequent changes in dynamics between him, Hope, and Steffy inevitably affect other relationships within the show's complex web of characters. Family members like Bill Spencer Jr., Eric Forrester, and Brooke Logan must all adjust to the new reality and the shifting alliances it creates. These ripple effects provide rich material for additional storylines. How does Ridge Forrester react to his daughter Steffy's newfound friendship with Hope? What does Brooke think about her daughter's reconciliation with her longtime rival? These questions create opportunities for further character development and dramatic tension. The situation might also impact professional relationships, particularly at Forrester Creations where many of these characters work. The fashion house has often been a battleground for personal conflicts, and the changed dynamic between Steffy and Hope could transform the workplace atmosphere as well. At its core, this storyline explores profound themes of mortality, redemption, and what truly matters in life. Through Liam's journey, the show examines how facing death can clarify priorities and heal relationships that seemed beyond repair. The narrative touches on universal questions. How do we want to be remembered? What regrets would we address if we knew our time was limited? Can bitter enemies find common ground when confronted with something larger than their differences? These questions elevate the storyline beyond typical soap opera fare into more philosophical territory. Liam's bucket list becomes a vehicle for exploring these themes, as each item he completes offers opportunities for redemption, closure, or joy. His journey reminds viewers that life is precious and relationships are worth nurturing before it's too late. perhaps the most powerful theme running through the storyline is forgiveness. Liam's condition creates space for multiple instances of forgiveness between him and those he's hurt, between Steffy and Hope, and perhaps most importantly, characters forgiving themselves for past mistakes. This emphasis on forgiveness resonates because it addresses one of the most challenging aspects of human relationships. The story suggests that holding on to resentment ultimately hurts everyone involved, while forgiveness, even when difficult, creates possibilities for healing and growth. The reconciliation between Steffy and Hope exemplifies this theme. By choosing to forgive past hurts and move forward as friends, they free themselves from the burden of their long-standing feud. Their decision demonstrates courage and maturity, qualities that have sometimes been overshadowed by their competition for Liam. As the storyline progresses, Liam likely contemplates what legacy he wants to leave behind. Rather than material possessions or professional achievements, he seems to value the relationships he's formed and the impact he's had on others' lives. This focus on emotional legacy rather than material success offers a thoughtful commentary on what constitutes a meaningful life. Through Liam's reflection, the show suggests that our connections with others ultimately define us more than our accomplishments or possessions. The peace between Steffy and Hope becomes part of this legacy, a tangible result of Liam's influence that will continue even if he doesn't survive. This gives his character a sense of purpose and meaning in his final chapter, transforming his tragedy into an opportunity for growth and healing. Thank you for joining us on this emotional journey through one of the bold and the beautiful's most touching storylines. The transformation of bitter rivals into supportive friends reminds us that even in soap operas, there's room for genuine human connection and growth. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analyses of your favorite daytime dramas.